I ride slow through my city, cause I know how we get it. We grind hard for them digits. Just one more day in the life. One more day in the life. The life. The life.
My man, Greg, big business partner. What's up, my guy?
What's up, bro?
Man, I'm happy you here. I'm glad to
be here.
have you here, man.
I'm glad to be here.
You know, I know you. We used to run around. You know what I mean? That's why I really know this cat. That's why I got Deuce right here in case he get crazy. You know what I mean? Because he'll get crazy. So that's why I got Deuce close. Deuce normally in the back, but he close today. But this boy here is crazy. He from North Philly, so I know how he get down. It's my guy. Yeah. But, you know, like, I know you. But, like, just let the people know a little bit about your background.
My name Big Business on Instagram, Greg Parker. Born and raised in North Philly. Started out in the streets, transitioned, changed my life over, got into the real estate business. Did very, very well for myself in the real estate business in Philadelphia, expand throughout various cities. And I started to reach back and just start to teach people the same things that I was able to figure out in order to transition my life and get to the next level.
Nah, that's dope. And like I always tell people, man, there's nothing more powerful than a living, breathing example of what can be, what's possible.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of dudes get the way they want to get and they never come back.
They
you know
don't.
what I'm saying? But you still around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it's hard though.
yeah, no help.
It's
nigga,
hard.
Nigga, you know, I
It's
already
hard.
know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But one of the things that I appreciate right from the first line, you said you got into the real estate business. A lot of people call it the real estate game, but it ain't no game.
No, it
it's
ain't
business.
no game. It's big business.
Yes, it's a huge business, but it is business.
Yeah, it's business.
It's anything but a game.
Yeah.
So like, you know, when we was back, like when we in the streets and we growing up and we running around, we willing to give our lives and our blood, shed, and tears for neighborhoods. My block, this my hood, this my neighborhood. We don't own a motherfucking.
Don't own shit.
We don't own nothing.
No.
But I mean, you like really like came back and made good. Like you like literally bought a lot of property and own a lot of the property in the neighborhood where you grew up. You know what I'm saying? And that's you know, that's powerful in itself.
It's hard, man, and it's crazy that you said that because I was just saying, when I tell guys to get into the business, they be like, man, how long it's gonna take? And you've been risking your life for 30 years, day in and day out. But you want this to be an overnight success for you. I had one of my homies I ran to in the basketball game. He's like, man, I want to get into the business, but man, I don't want to do the loan thing. I said, you've been getting fronted all your life.
Yeah, right.
So you've been getting fronted all your life,
Right,
you know what I mean? So I said to him, I said, if you're willing to take that kind of loan that could possibly cost you your life, why wouldn't you be willing to get a loan that a worst case scenario, your credit get messed up?
Yeah.
But a lot of times, man, it be the educational piece. They don't really understand or comprehend it, so they be fearful of things that they never done before. So that's really what it is.
Nah, plus the bank ain't gonna send a nigga to come kill you.
No, at all.
You know what I'm
At
saying?
all.
They
At
ain't
all.
gonna send nobody to come kill you, but it's like I think you know, right now we dealing with the pandemic, but
Exactly.
I think the financial illiteracy amongst minorities is an epidemic.
That's it.
That been going around for forever, and it's like people can't see. Like I always use the analogy, like yo, we so used to chasing the breadcrumbs that we don't know if we wait a little bit, it's a bread factory down the street.
Right down
but
the
we
street.
not willing to wait. You know what I mean?
At all.
Or work for it.
At all. We want everything microwavable. But you know what though? To our defense, right? I had to sit back and really observe. Like I study people and I observe people, bro. We've been suffering for so long that any little bit is a win.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And we was taught survival. And a lot of times when we at the bottom of the barrel, we was taught survival. So that means we don't know how to excel and elevate. We was only taught how to survive. So like you said, I always get the same scenario like you said with the bread. I say when we younger and your mom baking the cake, you want to eat the batter.
No doubt.
So she give you a little bowl of batter, let you go ahead. You don't forget all about the goddamn cake.
No doubt.
Cake get done, everybody else in the family eat cake, here you come 2 days later, ain't no fucking
Yeah,
cake
your
left.
stomach
You
hurting 'cause
upset.
you didn't eat that dumbass
because you
batter.
ate the batter.
Yeah, no
so
doubt.
a lot of people don't want to wait the process. You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand, they don't want to wait. Plus, we don't trust. You know what I mean? We think it's gonna happen. People think they're gonna set up a podcast tomorrow and they're gonna be like Spade. Spade done put in so many works in the streets that his name is A1, so people gonna wanna come, wanna tune in, wanna see what you're doing. But it was a process to get you to this point.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what Jay-Z say people emulate the result, not the process.
Exactly.
They want to emulate the result.
Exactly.
And I think far as us growing up, we get so comfortable in chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
because
no
all we
bullshit.
love to say is I get it out the mud.
Yep,
I'm getting it out the mud.
Yep.
Like, which that's
That ain't
really
where you
kind of
wanna get it from.
Yeah, that's really kind of some nut shit.
It
Like,
is.
I ain't trying to keep getting it out the mud.
No.
I want to be clean.
Tired of being in the mud.
Yeah, the fuck, nigga. The
No,
mud
you
ain't
for
where it's at.
No, not at all.
But anyway, like, so you was talking about the process. So how did you wasn't always big business.
No.
You was low at, you know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
how did you get into the game?
So I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I always say this to people. When I see other real estate guys and they teaching courses and stuff like that, I always say that. You know, a lot of times, a lot of these guys, I can go to school and learn everything they learn. They can never learn what I learned.
Right.
I learned how to hustle in the streets. I learned how to hustle at home, my parents. So believe it or not, I apply the same work ethic and the same hustle as I did to the streets, to the business. You know what I mean? And people always ask me, like, so if I buy one house, I'm gonna sell and try to get two.
Right.
I'm gonna sell them other two and try to get four.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Until now I'm just running them in and out. So what I did was I actually built a clientele of people that purchase house, and I got a line where I'm getting them from. So it's just like being in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I'm gonna go over here and get them for 15, but I'm gonna sell them over here for 22. But I'm gonna leave you room to sell them for 25.
For sure.
It's the same principles.
It's the same principle, man. Fortune 500 company in a drug corner structured the same exact
way.
But people don't see it that way.
Nah.
You feel me?
Nah.
Because we got blinders on sometimes.
Exactly.
So when you was expanding, because first I'm sure you started here,
Yes,
getting your houses and
yeah.
this, that, and the third, because you're not a house flipper.
Right.
You're a real life developer.
Right,
you go
right,
from the
right,
ground
right,
up. You do all types of stuff.
Right.
So when you went to moved your operation to other cities, like how did that go?
So the thing was, I had to identify what cities where I can get them for nothing. And what happened was, I know how I started in Philly. I was buying houses 1,500, 2,000 when nobody believed in it. So when I see other cities got houses for that price, I already know the gentrification coming. I know the people coming, sooner or later they're gonna be in there, they're gonna buy all that shit up. So what I try to do is I try to get there first, but you gotta come from something different to be able to go in another town and shop.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So when I went to Ohio first, and I couldn't believe it. I was getting duplexes in Ohio for $2,500, $5,000, duplexes. I mean, good structure, good bones, nothing collapsing, and I just couldn't believe it. And I said, damn, I gotta buy as much of this shit as I can.
Right.
So I went up there and I literally bought over 1,000 doors, and I just started running them off. Then I had a movement where as though I had people coming there following me, they're buying. And when they came to buy, they had to realize that I knew they had to tap into me because I'm the only one that got it. Yeah, I was the plug. I was the plug. I was the only one that got it. So I was able to set it up that way. Then I took my same model from Philly and I took it out there and I started the construction and the funding and so forth and so on. So once I seen that, I'm like, damn, okay, they don't just work in Philly, it works here. Then I went to Detroit, and now I'm sitting around traveling the country teaching because it works in I can't make it to every city. But if I could pop up in every city and just teach the other brothers that's from those cities,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying, and that's how it's going.
I mean, full disclosure, I've been with you. We went to Cleveland. I'm with you.
Yeah.
And I was like amazed when I seen all these properties, and I'm like, don't these boys know that this house that they sell for $2,500 is 5 minutes from downtown?
They don't realize we didn't though.
No, because we didn't see Northern Liberties coming.
No, we ain't see it at all.
We didn't see Point Breeze coming.
No. We ain't see it.
And now it's
my neighborhood, Brewery Town, right?
Town.
You would have never seen that. Nope.
Northridge now.
Yeah. People ask me that all the time. It's crazy you said that. They say to me like, you in Ohio getting them houses cheap. What's wrong with the people out there? I say ain't nothing wrong with them. Same thing that was wrong with us. We don't see it. When you in it, you don't see it. Who would have ever knew those brownstones in Harlem would have been worth $2 million as is condition?
No doubt. And
back then.
We was racing to get out of them joints. Like
exactly.
This the ghetto. We trying to get out of here.
But that's our problem. I'm gonna tell you some real rap, right? They always say, like our neighborhood, the houses was 3 and 4 and 5,000. Now they 350, 400,000.
Hell yeah.
And they say, when black people in the neighborhood, our houses ain't worth nothing, they ain't worth this. Then when white people come in the neighborhood, it's like, oh, they worth all this money. The fact of the matter is, they was always worth that money. We don't see value in what we have. We always want what we think somebody else. We think somebody else, the grass is green on the other side.
For sure.
So what happens is, think about it. If we really sat back, fixed our neighborhood, policed our neighborhood, We right there in the downtown. The zoo is there. The park is there. It's a beautiful life.
Well, the thing is, I think the American dream has changed because we still chasing the old American dream,
Right.
that suburban house, the white picket fence,
Yeah.
the grass.
That's over.
But now the people see like, yo, I want to be downtown where I can catch the subway. I
Exactly.
don't want to have to drive 2 miles to the
Exactly.
market. I don't want to
Exactly.
have to pay to cut this fucking grass.
Exactly.
I don't want to have to do all of that.
Yeah, yeah.
And they see it forward, so they see the value in what we always had.
Yeah, exactly. And
So
we
that's
don't,
why it's
the
flipping
same
the
house
opposite
though.
now.
It's
Listen,
the same house,
think
ain't it?
about Section 8 and Quakertown and all of these places.
It's
I
crazy.
remember when black people couldn't even live
Live
out
out
there.
there. Yeah.
It wasn't even safe.
Yeah.
And now they doing Section 8, low income housing in
Yeah.
these neighborhoods. You know
Because
what I
they
mean?
pushing people to the what's happening is they making it more appealing. Like they like prime example. They focus on the media focus on so much negative, like
Sure.
like the murders. All you hear about Philadelphia is murder, 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 murder. Same thing used to be in Chicago, Inglewood, murder, 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 Chirac. You don't really hear that no more. Know why? Because down in Inglewood they starting to transition now.
Hell yeah.
So they don't focus on the media. Don't focus on that. They put fear in the people. You know what I'm saying? And make you think that you don't want to be here. You got to get out. You got to get out. And once you get out, that's it. Now you wonder, well, how's this house 500? It's the same little dirty block. It's the same. Listen, I just got here. I went to my block today. So when I got up the block, it's trash all in front of my same shit.
Yeah.
This house worth $600,000 right now, though.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You understand what I'm saying?
It like reverse because you know the way if people know the way the ghetto is built. It was part of a project years ago called
Right.
urban renewal. So the highways and the way they constructed the highways was to separate the haves from the have-nots.
Exactly. A lot of people don't know that.
But now the haves is like, yo, y'all gave the have-nots the shit we want.
Yeah.
We want access to the highway. We
Yeah.
want to be able to walk to the corner store.
Yeah.
We want to have 5 schools within 2-3 blocks of us.
Exactly.
See, we don't see the value in those types of things. Those
At
are
all.
things we take for granted. It's a convenience to be able
It's
to walk to the
convenient.
corner store.
It is.
You live in the suburbs, you got to get in your
you
car.
gotta
and
get in the
drive.
car.
Now you got to buy more gas.
Yeah.
Now you're spending money on fuel. Now you got to travel.
Yeah.
You know, like it's different. They don't do your trash for free in the suburbs. You
No.
got to pay to get your
You
trash
gotta
picked
pay.
up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just different things that now we should be hip to by now.
Yeah.
In the year 2022, ignorance is a choice.
It is.
It's
'Cause
a
too much
choice.
information.
It's too
out
much
here.
information.
Yeah, it's too much information.
Which is the new wave now, selling information.
Exactly.
So now that's back to you. So now
Yeah.
they didn't burn you the fuck out with
Yeah,
the
they burnt
houses.
me out. I'm done with the houses.
Now you're
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
the seminars and you're doing all that stuff. Run that down for us.
So now, so what happened was every little step I was able to take out, I was giving information back. I was giving game back. Yo, come on, let's go. So now, once I started teaching people and they start seeing results, like I said, I can't physically make it to all of these places. But if I can reach somebody in 10 different cities and they duplicate it, it becomes an infestation.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no way to really stop it at this point. You know what I'm saying? So when I come out, I try to make sure that, one, I don't go too mainstream. Because they've been trying to get me to go crazy mainstream. Whereas though I know that they're saying that, oh, your clientele is going to change a bit to get more money, but I'm not really, that ain't my thing.
Right.
You know me, I want to stay, you know what I mean, appealing to the have-nots. Because I want to show, I started with $5,000, I built a $40 million empire with $5,000. You know what I'm saying? So if I can do it, I know I can tell somebody else, yo, take this 5, buy this, sell it for 15, go get 3 more, and this is how you continue to scale up, right?
Right.
So when I'm in those seminars, bro, it be 3,000 people come to see me. That shit be kind of blowing my fucking mind. Because I never been to college day in my life, and you got people who been to college, who college graduates that I'm in the room teaching.
Right, no doubt.
You know what I mean? I'm teaching, I'm changing their lives, I'm changing their kids' futures, I'm helping to build a legacy. Like, so it's a good thing, man. But the thing is, it's people out there that's starting to teach as well, but we've been through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been through it. I lost millions of dollars. I had people mad at me because they thought the shit was gonna happen in 3 months and it happened in 18 months. You know what I'm saying? I had to make good on this, make good on that. I think that a lot of the people that are in the game now haven't had the opportunity to troubleshoot. See, right now, everybody that's in the game now, it's a good fucking game. You know what I mean? You gotta go, everything is a drought. When this market gets to the point where it's a fucking drought, they can't get no credit money, they can't get no funding here, and they gotta figure that shit out, that's when you're gonna see who separates
Yeah, that's
the men
what's
from
gonna
the
separate who's who.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Because motherfuckers gonna fold.
It's a lot of, yeah, for sure. For sure. You can never fold. That's the show. You can't fold. You can't fold.
Yeah, you
That's
can't
what
fold.
separates the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think a lot of people is giving out secondhand information.
They are.
Because they may come to your seminar and think they learned it, they done read your pamphlet, bought your book, this, and now they want to start their seminars off secondhand information. The one thing they don't have is the experience.
You don't have experience.
Because you ain't putting all the bad shit in the pamphlet.
Yeah, but I tell it to them, but it's like, let me tell you something, man. People hear what they want to hear.
For sure,
You know what I mean? Like, I can say, yo, I turned 5,000 to a $40 million empire, but motherfucker, I lost relationships, I lost friends, I was up, I was down. You know what I mean? I was living in $1 million house, the market fucking tanked, and I had to rig my electric in that motherfucking, and my foreigns, I couldn't, gas was $5 a gallon, and I couldn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you tell them that, they don't really hear that shit.
No, right.
Because I disclose that shit, but they don't hear it. They just want to hear how I'm gonna get rich. Like, I want to fly them jets like G. I want to live like this, but don't really understand sleepless nights I went through. Pouring into my wife, dumping on her, arguing with her because I'm trying to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody taught us. Everything we got, like you said, we got it out the mud.
For sure.
We figured it out. That's the main reason why I'm so adamant about giving back, because I know that everybody ain't gonna make it out that fucking swamp.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give. I try to give as much as I can, as many times, as often as I can give it.
And I mean, the thing is about it, it's a lot of, because the ghetto, poverty, Black America,
Right.
we would be one of the top 10 richest nations in the world if we were just our own country.
Yeah.
So we can't keep using the excuse like we don't have shit. Yes, we do.
We got everything.
We balling it up the wrong way.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of capital running around in the ghettos of America.
A lot.
You know what I mean?
A lot.
And a lot of people don't never think about the exit strategy.
Nah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Even in the streets, we hustle till two things happen. We get killed or they come get us.
For sure.
We done been made the mark. We done been met the mark.
Yeah.
We done met the mark to the point we don't even know where to put the fucking
We
money.
just keep moving the goalposts.
Just keep
you know what I
moving
mean?
the
We keep moving the goalposts.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
The mark always get further.
Yeah.
We moving the mark. We moving the mark. So I mean, you mentioned your wife. Shout out to Nikki. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
She's a. Because without her, this joker here, boy, be in shambles. You know what I mean? I know. Trust me. You know, I know. But I mean, like that's like, you know, what you do is like powerful. And like I said, it's nothing more powerful than a living, breathing example of what's possible.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you straight from the trenches, your wife, you know what I mean, grew up around the corner, y'all coming up and y'all building an empire together. You know what I'm saying? You got a role, she got a role, and a life is together. And that's like you say, all you see is the negative images, the murder, murder, murder. And I always tell people, like, the children and youth aspire to what they see.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like when they kept on saying, well, Philly has never had X amount of murders. Them young boys is aspiring to chase that number.
Yeah.
Some of their aspirations to be,
To be the greatest.
their mark of pride is
To be the greatest.
we got the most murders in America. My city, we
They
come
don't
from the
believe-
roughest.
We understand that, but the powers that be don't understand that. The people on the outside of it don't understand that. You know what I mean? Like we aspire to be the best at anything. And that's sad, but
always
that's
been the
what it is.
have-nots.
Always been an underdog.
We always been getting it out the mud.
Yeah.
So once we get a chance, we like, yo, we gonna overdo it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's important for people like you, Nikki, other people that's moving the culture. Like, that's why I say when you say I don't want to go mainstream, sometimes you may have to, because you ain't gotta change your, what I would want to say. You ain't gotta change your approach. But I think it will broaden your audience to more people. You know what I'm saying? Because the ghettos of America need you.
Right.
They need people. They need me. They need people that's going to tell them the truth.
Right.
You know what I mean? And tell them this is what's possible. I come from what y'all come from.
Yeah.
Like some guys get up there and they get that and they put that suit and tie on and they act like they want to forget that.
Yeah, where they came from.
And we need more of that because there's a lot of powerful people doing some powerful things that, you know, the light don't get shined on them. It's just a lot of negativity.
It's a lot of good things going on in Philly,
because you
man.
see Philly murder, this, that, and the third. Yeah, we murder, we this, we violence. Yeah, but we Love Park.
Yeah.
We Society Hill.
We
We South
changing a lot of
Street.
things.
We you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We other things than that.
Than
But
just a murder.
that's all we get seen, you know, and I just think you getting on a broader audience, show the world that you get a chance because some people have that, let's be honest, they have that broader audience. They have that, but they don't ever come to fuck back.
No.
They may come and put their name on the side of a library or donate some computers, or they'll come back and do a book signing when a movie coming out, or book, this. But they won't come through and walk through that middle school they went to and tell them kids, yo, like I went to this school too.
Right.
I used
and you
to
gotta
walk
be able to
past-
show them.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something else that's real. Like when these kids see people like us at the level we at, like it's for bragging rights. They be wanting us
sure.
to. So when I go back, when I'm in my hood, like, you know, we down on the block, I still go to the block.
For
We
sure.
still
Hell
hang
yeah.
out.
Hell
And
yeah.
it's like they, for bragging rights, they want to be able to say like, yo, no, G, we out here. This my brother. This my homie. You know what I mean? You don't want to abandon that. It's like, I always say this to people. People say when they make it, a lot of people, you know, they say, you know, well, I don't owe nobody nothing. How?
Yeah, you
Such
do.
and such helped build my character. I slept on his couch. He taught me how to hustle. She fed me when my
Well,
mom
they was your
wasn't
first
home.
fans and supporters.
That was it. They the ones that made me believe that it was possible.
No
So
doubt.
now that I become successful, I detach from that.
Yeah.
Nah.
Can't. You cannot.
Nah.
You cannot. You cannot.
Nah,
You
because
cannot.
what happens is a lot of times I see dudes, they celebrate with strangers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
that
times I
again.
see dudes, they celebrate with strangers.
These jokers out here celebrate with fucking strangers.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you a true story. I was in Vegas at Floyd Mayweather and Ricky Hatton fight, and I ended up going to this huge celebrity party. And I got drunk. You know, I get drunk, I be wilding out, right?
Yeah, you get fried.
I got drunk, and I never forget. I started looking around saying, I don't know none of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, for real shit.
Right?
Listen, when I first got on with the rap shit, I'm looking around, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know who these motherfuckers
Yeah, I don't know
is.
none of these motherfuckers, and I ain't gonna lie, man.
Shit creep me
My
out.
friends would call me and be like, yo, where you sitting at the game? I'm watching you on TV. I'm looking for you. Where you sitting at the fight? I'm looking for you. That shit bothered me. And to the point where I made sure them niggas was at the game and at the fight.
doubt.
You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, when the market tanked in 08, bro, I got fucked up. And this is what I said to myself. If I ever get back, I'm gonna educate the people that's around me. So if I fall again, it won't be that, they'll be straight, right?
Yeah.
So when I started to get back on my feet and teach, you know, I came back down the way. I built the community center and I hired everybody, all my folks. You know what I'm saying? I hired them. They was running the businesses, and it's a good feeling when you running at that. Cause now when I'm on the yachts, it's all my dudes. When I'm at the park, Miami, wherever we at, LA, it's all us.
doubt.
Cleveland, Houston, whatever it is, it's all us. And it's a beautiful feeling to sit back in a corner and watch all your day ones
Hell
with
yeah,
you.
what Hov say, he said, if everybody in your clique is rich, your clique is rugged.
Straight
'Cause
up.
if I fall, we'll all be each other's crutches.
Yeah, that's it. And that's the
some
truth.
real
Yeah,
shit.
and I don't think people really understand that. It's a lot of things that we say and people just take for granted, but they miss it.
No, bro,
Like
that-
for real, bro. Like we really, if we stick, like prime example right now, right? I don't shoot I shot a joint put on my Instagram, and it's a lot of young brothers that's following our lead here, right? And I'm starting to watch him. He's over there, he's over there, he's over there, he's over there. All they got to do is put that shit in one pot together. That's the missing piece.
Yeah,
you
for
gonna be great. You gonna have your fan base. Guess what? You ain't going nowhere. You gonna be great. You gonna have your fan base. You only gonna make it here. If y'all put that shit in one pile,
Yeah.
the sky's the limit.
We don't need African American community. We the only ones that do that.
Yeah.
We hate to eat out the same pot.
Ain't that crazy?
Even though we grew up sleeping all in the grandma's house in the same,
Same
bed,
bed.
but we hate to eat out the same
Same
pot,
pot.
man.
Yeah.
But we gonna make it, man. We
Yeah,
ain't
no
gonna
doubt.
we gonna keep going.
No doubt.
But listen, here's my next segment. My guys here. So you know we gotta do our special segment on NeverFold podcast. It's called Pull Your Card. So you're gonna pull your own card. So what I'm gonna do is you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna pull out a card. If you pull a heart, I'm gonna ask you a question about love. And I might ask you some random crazy shit.
Okay.
Pull a diamond, you got to give out some great advice that somebody give you, or just give some great advice to the people.
Okay.
You pull a club, tell me the greatest, what you love to do for fun, where you go on vacation, the best party you ever been to, whatever.
Okay.
You pull a spade, I'm going to ask you any motherfucker.
All right. Let's do it.
But I'm going to keep it clean. I'm going to keep it regular. Go ahead, man. Any card. Pull a card.
I'm
any
easy,
card.
bro. I'm easy, bro. Come on, man.
Oh, he got the ace of heart. Ace of heart. All right. Your favorite love song, old and new.
My favorite love song, like Rock With Me Tonight, Freddie Jackson. Freddie, man.
Says you
listen,
did Jackson like Freddie
when
Jackson.
I'm in the crib and I'm drinking, I cut on me and my wife be in the crib, I cut that drink right on YouTube. Freddie the first thing I hit. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Freddie the first thing I hit. Let me see, new. I don't know if I listen. I'm old school, bro. I don't even think I know no new loves. Is it any new love songs?
Right,
Do they
right,
make
right,
love
right,
songs
right,
anymore?
right. How
You know
about
what I
it?
mean?
How about- I ain't gonna lie. My favorite old school was God, piece of my love. Soon as that
yeah.
joint come on, I'm trying to get my back dirty in the house party. You know what I mean? You know how that go. When that come on, you
Yeah.
start looking around in the
Yeah.
house party. You know what I mean? You try to get blue balls in the house party. You know what I mean? You know how
You
it go,
try to get a
man.
Wally in
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Give me a Wally. You know what I mean?
This boy crazy.
And them joints are old enough, so this motherfucker be 7 minutes long, so you can get you
Yeah.
a good Wally back then.
Fuck
You know
the
what I mean?
pants up.
Now the shit 2 minutes and 12 seconds. You know what I
Fucking
mean?
draws up in the
Yeah, you got to get right to it.
Nah.
My newest favorite love is probably Superstar Usher. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a heavy joint, man.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, that's my shit. Usher my dude, that's my
Yeah,
shit.
man, you don't try to copy my style. Don't try to get with Nicki and play Usher later on. You know what I mean? This dude be tripping. But listen, man, I'm glad, man. I know you busy, you jet setting, you running all around the world. What you got coming up next before we get out of here? What you got coming up?
I got a mastermind in Miami the 5th and 6th of February. They can check the link in my bio at Big Business,
We're going to put that on the bottom of the screen, too.
BIZZNEESS at Big Business. On Instagram, my wife going on tour. She finally came out. She got a hit squad full of women, and she going on tour empowering women from city to city. They doing something in Miami as well on the 4th of February, and then after that, I think they're gonna be in Houston.
The women gonna come up and pass us.
Yeah, they rolling.
Because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
put all that shit to the side.
Yeah,
They gonna put it the pot together. They gonna be passing.
I'm curious to see how this shit gonna work, 'cause I know they gonna be rolling.
It's gonna work.
Yeah, they gonna be rolling.
It's gonna work, man. But your book, let them know where they can get your book. Yeah.
Listen, so I got a book called Rehab Goon Book. It is a step-by-step guide on how to rehab a house. You cannot lose with this book. It works in any market. It works in a $30,000 house. It works in a $3 million house. I'm building a $3 million house right now, and the reason I'm able to walk through and see what the hell they doing is because I know step by step where they should be at. So you can click the link in my bio on my Instagram, and you can order that book.
Shout out, man. Look at my man, $40 million man. He got on a regular hoodie, some jeans. You know what I'm saying? It's
What
like
you want me to wear it?
No, I'm just saying, like, the culture is changing. Materialistic shit is over. Like, I listened on a Daytona album, Pusha T say, I stood on the couch at the black party with no jewelry on, but I'm richer than everybody.
Yeah.
That's the goal. 2022, we gonna get to it, and we don't care if they know we got it. So remember, no matter how bad the cards you get dealt, you can never fold, man. Till next time, love yours.
Thank you, bro. Thanks for having me, babe.
My nigga.
Love you, man.